Okay, so for this video, I'm gonna talk about something I realized with the K-pop boycott for Palestine. So I was watching Yoshified's new video on songs they're obsessed with lately for the month of April and May, and seeing them still participating in the K-pop boycott, it made me realize something about this boycott. K-pop stans are boycotting 5 K-pop companies, JYP, SM, YG, HYBE and Starship, because they're associated with Zionist brands, right? But them boycotting these companies, why couldn't they or can't they, since the K-pop boycott must be still active amongst K-pop stans, boycott the whole of K-pop? Y'all boycott for K-pop companies associating with Zionist brands, and listen to other K-pop groups instead. But how do you know these K-pop groups or companies haven't associated themselves with Zionist companies like McDonald's for example? Maybe there are K-pop idols from these groups that have bought from McDonald's and you just don't know it yet and you still support them. I'm just saying, y'all boycott some K-pop companies and groups for certain reasons and choose to support other companies instead who could be doing the same thing and you haven't seen it. I've never partaken in this K-pop boycott because I've made 4 videos on it, and I've talked about what I found wrong with it, leading me to know that this K-pop boycott was a dumb thing. It was not only unorganized, but also because there was so much wrong that people don't see in it. I understand that y'all want to use this boycott to help, but is it really helping anyone? Does not giving your money to a K-pop companies, the huge ones that y'all boycott, really help anyone because it's not easy to boycott them? If y'all choose to do something that helps Palestine and things, y'all can organize a donation thing for Palestine or spread awareness or spread donation links of people who need help which can actually help them. Boycotting a couple of huge companies doesn't help anyone because, as I said, they're hard to boycott, and also because these companies are huge and popular and they have lots of fans, and company stans as well, with people mass streaming their music, old ones or new ones. So boycotting these huge labels won't do much of anything when the boycotting itself is unorganized and wasn't thought of well enough for people to actually care about it. This is also why I don't want to participate, because it's not worthwhile to put effort into something that won't yield positive results because not enough people participate for it to actually work since it wasn't planned properly. In conclusion, y'all boycott these companies for Zionist brands, which I would think is a valid reason, but I do not. Because how do we know that these are the only companies, the ones being boycotted, who have associated themselves with Zionist brands? And even for the groups, how do we know these groups we listen to instead of boycotted company groups are ones that we can support? Maybe they bought from a Zionist company like McDonald's, but we don't know it yet or haven't seen it, as I said. And because of that, if y'all choose to boycott 5 companies, boycott the whole of K-pop just to be on the safe side lol. It makes no sense for y'all to only boycott 5 companies, when there's so many companies to have debuted in artists in Korean music that you can't even possibly name all of them where they could be doing the same thing y'all choose to boycott these 5 K-pop companies for. So in my opinion, just boycott everyone in K-pop and leave K-pop because y'all choose to, even though it doesn't help anyone as I said previously. And also, even if the boycott for these 5 companies was well organized and successful, it will not stop the genocide happening. Because in my previous Thought Bubble video, I mentioned that even before, during and even after boycotting K-pop, the genocide will still go on, because Israel doesn't care about something like the K-pop boycott. Do you see how many Palestinians Israel kill on the daily for no reason? Do you think Israel will stop killing and Palestine will be free because y'all didn't listen to TXT, New Jeans, IVE, Baby Monster etc.? No, they won't. They don't care. All they want to do is wipe Palestine out of existence. Boycotting will do nothing and it should be stopped because it's not yielding any beneficial results regardless even if it was successful. And K-pop stans who get on other K-pop stans' backs for not boycotting is hilarious, because y'all are only picking and choosing to boycott big companies, when as I said that we're not so sure that they're the only companies associated with Zionist brands. There could be more companies associated with Zionist brands and we just don't know it yet. So yeah, I have never and will never take part in this boycott even though I support Palestine, because it will not lead them closer to their ceasefire and it will not give them their freedom. Shining through the